So here's the aftermath.
Driver.
Hell's Revenge, one of the most infamous trails in all of Moab. We're taking it on to see how capable the ZR2 is in stock form, and also find our limitations, which you'll see later on in this video. Hope you guys enjoy, and let's see what the ZR2 can do.
Alright, so here is the first obstacle in on Hell's Revenge.
Unfortunately, for some reason, this video wasn't completely focused properly, so it does seem a little fuzzy, but it is a pretty impressive climb for the ZR2, so wanted to leave it in to show you guys.
A little bit more. Alright, straighten. A little bit more, driver. Alright, straighten out. Keep coming. Driver. All right, straighten that wheel. Okay, keep coming. One more bump. There you go.
We just did this in the ZR2. It's crazy how capable that truck is. Last time we were out here was with the Ford Ranger, and we took the route behind me, which already 3 Jeeps have passed us as we were kind of walking through what line we wanted to take, and all 3 Jeeps, a Gladiator and 2 Wranglers, took this kind of easy route, which I ended up taking with the Ford Ranger, but we were able to do this. So I'm super excited once we put 35s and we lift it and stuff like that, the things that this truck can do. But let's keep going to see what other obstacles we can conquer. Just an update from that obstacle that we just did. We got some paint missing off the tow hook there, and then our first kind of scarring on the skid plate. But hey, that's what it's there for. If there's one thing unique about Hell's Revenge, is driving over these petrified sand dunes that are hundreds of feet tall. The angles you get climbing up and down are something you just have to experience in person. Video does not do this justice. You know by now, we got the easier option, but harder option looks more of a challenge, more fun. So we are going to harder option, see how the ZR2 does. All right, so we made it to the hard obstacle. Obviously you have a pretty easy line. I don't know why they even would consider this the hard part, but obviously there's some angles we can't do, some lines we can do, and some that we can. We could possibly go up this line here. It's kind of like a nice ramp, pretty steep though. And then there's that line right there that I can put my passenger side tire right there and kind of straddle that big hole there. But let's figure out which route we want to take here. So we ended up deciding to take the hardest line there and wanted to leave the entire clip in to show how much of an actual struggle it was to get up these rocks. Video never does these obstacles justice and makes them look way smaller than it actually is. Also, if you're liking the video so far, make sure to leave a like and subscribe if you aren't. Big thanks for helping us reach 2,000 subscribers. Goal for the end of the year is 5,000, so we would greatly appreciate if you help us reach that goal.
The problem is that this tire doesn't have traction.
Front and rear lock range.
Oh, fuckers! Turn, passenger. Oh, okay, perfect. We're gonna have to change that tire. Back up.
Just bump it.
We're gonna have to change this because where you want to come up on this, you don't have enough traction. So
What about a little bump?
I'm scared with a bump that you're gonna jump up and go off.
Let's try a little bump. Not nothing crazy.
Back up a little bit and turn a little bit more passenger. I did not see where you were. Don't back up, don't back up.
Grabbing?
Hold on, wait. You are not in a good place in this front because if the truck slides, you're going down. Stop there. Turn, passenger. Try driving up that way. That's that front, the skid plate right here. Yeah. No, it's the skid plate.
Damn it.
That's free.
Not enough big tire.
Nope.
So here's the current situation. This is where a slightly bigger tire and a slightly taller lift would have worked out. But we are currently kind of framed out right now. And I don't know if you can see in there because it's so bright outside, but the transfer case skid plate is essentially resting on a rock. And we're pretty much essentially framed out. So was worth the attempt, but unfortunately we do not have that breakover angle to clear this obstacle. If we had the 35s with a 2-inch front lift and a 1-inch in the rear, I think we would have cleared this. Well, they say you aren't wheeling if you don't have damage for it, so yeah, that's first official trail damage on the ZR2. I mean, it's bound to happen sometime. Not a big deal, but basically what happened, I wasn't recording because on that last obstacle you guys saw, what happened was we got up, right, and right before we got high centered, the truck had pivoted over to the left. So instead of being on the original line that I had taken up, it had essentially pivoted to the left a bit. So backing down was kind of a mission of kind of small inputs in back and forth. Because back here, as you can see, there's kind of a big old rock that I was trying to avoid because I was essentially directly perpendicular to it. So I was trying to get back parallel with it, and in the process of back and forth, before you see this nice stacking job down here of rocks, essentially the tire slid, and I smashed my rear bumper on this rock. Let me show you the damage. So here's the aftermath of that. It could have been worse. It's really just this plastic piece that's a part of the bumper. The bumper itself is fine, minus a few little scratches here and there, and it's slightly dented here. I think with a little bit of hammering, you can probably get this little dent out. But it's really not that bad, considering how hard the impact was. It was just this plastic piece that essentially took the blunt of the blow there, which at the end of the day, I was once they come out, I was planning to upgrade front and rear bumpers anyway, so not that big of a deal. Overall, this truck has done fantastic, and this was more of kind of a freak incident of sliding. So unfortunately, due to time, we had to skip out on a few obstacles as we were running out of daylight to get to camp that night. We had done fins and things earlier this day, so we didn't start Hell's Revenge until later in the afternoon.
A little bit more driver. A little bit more driver. All right. It's where you wanted her. Oh, you got lucky. Those were a lot of uncomfortable noises. It's our last little obstacle heading out of Hell's Revenge.
Next time, we turn up the difficulty even more by hitting Top of the World Trail. We push the truck to its limits and get some amazing views as a reward. Make sure you subscribe so you don't miss out.